don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Hey guys, we are back for another video. So I wanted to jump into this Funky Dineva and this Fox Soul situation. As I always state, I read the comments and I know a little bit about Funky Dineva. I had just started following him just to get updates on him and the Fox Soul situation. But you guys have been saying that Funky Dineva has always disrespected women. Now, I have heard that in the past as far as his situation with Michelle Brown, but I didn't know if that was an isolated situation or if that was just truly his personality. So what I did is I went back down memory lane in efforts to find information that will corroborate what you guys have been saying in the comments. And what you have stated is Funky Dineva always is disrespecting black women. Now, when I look up a lot of information on him or her, not sure what he goes by, I do find a lot of information. But let me just show you what I found that was sent to Fox Soul CEO. And this was sent on April 24th, 2023. As you see on my screen, it says remove Funky Dineva from Fox Soul for disrespecting black women and girls. Now, this was sent, I'm sorry, a petition was started on August 24th, 2023, which was petitioned the CEO of Fox Soul. Now, I know Funky talked about his contract situations, but I don't know if anybody else on that Fox Soul network has received a petition to remove them off the show. So I know Funky gets a lot of views and whatever, but when you're working for an employer, the way that they expect you to behave is not the way you can behave like in your own house. You know, there's rules and there's things you need to follow. So let's get into this petition that was filed to remove Funky Dineva from Fox Soul. Okay, so you guys can go also onto petition.org and just search petitions. And if you guys see what's on my screen, you can start to type this and the petition will come up. But I'm going to get into what the lady stated that started this petition. And she goes by the name, or he goes by the name of, well, I'm going to say her because it says misunderstood. Now, this is what the petition states. We, the concerned individuals who value respect and equality, now I'm just reading it word for word what she said, are deeply disturbed by the recent comments made by Funky Dineva, Quentin Latham on Fox Soul. As a platform that reaches a large national audience, it is crucial that we hold influencers accountable for their actions and demand better representation. Black women and girls are consistently disrespected and unprotected in America. From historical injustices to present day discrimination, Black women face unique challenges that often go unnoticed or ignored. The derogatory remarks made by Funky Dineva only perpetuate, I can never say that word, perpetuate this cycle of disrespect and contribute to the marginalization of Black women. It is important to recognize that these comments are not isolated incidents, but rather reflect a pattern. Dineva also called Blue Ivy ugly. Now, I do remember that. With his whole chest when she was only a little girl under 6 years old. Now, that's a shame. As responsible consumers of media content, we must demand better representation from the individuals we support. By allowing people like Funky Dineva to continue spreading disrespectful behavior from prominent platforms like Fox Soul, we inadvertently endorse this harmful culture. Therefore, we call upon Fox Soul to take immediate action by removing Quentin Funky Dineva Latham from their platform. It is time for us as a I cannot talk today. It is time for us as a society to prioritize respect and equality over entertainment value. Now, I don't know what that statement means, but that is what she said. We deserve role models who uplift and empower all individuals, regardless of their race or gender. Please sign this petition if you believe in creating an inclusive society where every individual feels respected and protected, regardless of their background or identity. Together, let's send a strong message that derogatory remarks aimed at any group will not be tolerated on mainstream platforms. It's time for change. Let's stand united against the hear that word go again, perpetration of disrespect toward Black women. Sign this petition and let foxsoul know we demand better representation on their platform. So this was a petition that was signed to get Funky Dineva off the show. It received 3,672 signatures, and I would think it's just because people didn't know it was a petition, because I hear you guys say that about Funky, and I believe it's split. Some people like him and some people don't. What I wanted to do is I went and pulled together some clips where it just seems that, if Funky was not saying something erratic and disrespectful to Claudia, who was the co-host, it just seems like he was saying the most craziest thing about women, and considering a man who likes to wear a wig, so I don't know. So let's get into these clips and then we'll come back at the end to kind of talk about it.
Fasting, and I went and did a workout today.
Whatever. When I be trying to unlock my better self, y'all don't be wanting to hear. Don't nobody want to hear that mess.
Yeah, but I really do work out, and I don't be having to attach myself to
old
IV.
and out of shape and washed up, whatever.
Who's out of shape and washed up? Who's out of shape and washed up? Only one of them.
He's almost tonight.
Whatever. Don't nobody want to hear that about your cleanse. Whatever. We just saw you, Mr. Child. You be in Aruba eating. Don't tell us about no cleanse now.
I'm doing a cleanse so I can have a fit body without getting IVs every 3 days like some people. Okay, moving on.
That makeup, she ain't cute. She should have never showed up on that camera with that fat ass face without no makeup. She ain't cute.
When your face is on backwards, you probably want to be very, very careful with calling somebody ugly. And although I may have an opinion of someone, being that it's a Black woman, I'm just not finna do that shit publicly. I think that was fucked up. Dineva has no room. No fucking room to call anybody ugly.
I want to say something that's going to sound very misogynistic, and I just have to say it. Who would want to trade in all this male privilege to be a damn woman in this society? You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. It's personal for me because I get it all the time. And it's like, Black women think that's their ace in the hole when they throw that card. And I just be sitting here laughing like, I promise you I don't want to be a woman. I promise you I don't.
So Q, I want to take this as a learning moment because I know a
lot of the trends that have been adopted by women have been set by the gays. Although the gays got the fashion game from the women, they perfected it. They've taken it to the next level and are now in turn, y'all gonna beat me up for this, but reteaching y'all how to even be better at it. You know what I'm saying? Like the gays have redefined femininity,
Okay, guys, so let's break this down again. As you guys have stated, that Funky Dineva is always attacking Black women. So we have that first video clip where he calls Claudia old, out of shape, and washed up. Now, I understand they should have friendly coworker banter, but calling somebody old mixed with out of shape and washed up, yeah, that's not good. He tried to fix it at the end, but why would you call her old, out of shape, and washed up? That's really bad. In clip 2, the Haley Bailey situation, where he told her she was pretty much ugly, she wasn't cute, and on and on and on and on. And he received a lot of backlash for that and actually had to apologize for that and was off the air for some time. Then in the video 3 clip, he talks about who wants to be a woman, right? He talks about why would he want to be a woman. I don't know, but I know he wears the wigs and the lipsticks. That's typically what a woman does. But he's basically saying, who in the hell wants to be a woman when he can be a man who is way more better than a woman, is what he's saying. And then in the final video, he's talking about women need to learn from the gay men because gay men has defined being feminine. So I'm just chuckling here because you guys were right again. You said all he does is diss and dismiss black women. And I saw that a lot in the information that I found. And I wonder, I really, really wonder. Funky Dineva stated, obviously, he left Foxsoul. But the reason that he left Foxsoul was because he didn't get his contract renewed. So it's like when you're living in a house, you have a lease, your lease expires, you continue to pay the rent that your previous lease was on if they don't renew your lease. So what was the reason that they did not renew his contract? He left, but he left because they did not renew his contract. He stated they gave him a 6-month renewal. Why would they give him a 6-month renewal when everybody on that panel is not doing a 6-year term? So it seems like something was in the air with regards to maybe his performance, and just regarding maybe him and possibly Claudia and some of the things he's saying to her on camera. I don't know what their banter was, but I do know she created the show. So when he says that Claudia was saying things, maybe she was saying that she's not comfortable with the way that he's speaking to her some of the times. But you guys, of course, I want to know what you think. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. And we'll finish this